Put your hand up if you have a question and we'll get a mic to you.
Hello. It's a two-part question, I guess. What aspect of the 1920s, particularly aristocratic lifestyle, would you like to incorporate into your life, if you would? And then conversely, what part of modern life are you particularly thankful for in comparison?
I would like hats to come back. I think hats, particularly on men, I don't understand why. What happened? I think those are lovely, and my grandpa always used to wear hats, so I like people to start wearing hats again. But then, what would I not like? I mean, I guess I love, the freedoms that we have today, and that it isn't a strange thing for a woman to own a newspaper. So I feel very pleased to have been born in this time, despite there being less hats.
I'm with you on the hats. I think
you were rocking a hat earlier. I think.
I have a hat. Yeah. I'm bringing it back, Laura. It's all down to me.
Yeah.
I think I like the pace of life. The fact that you can't be got in touch with so instantly and immediately. I think. Even though Edith does seem to go up and down to London, faster than an intercity train, I do like that. I do like that sense that you can't quite be got at as easily as we can now all connect. And of course, we're here we're sitting in the hub of connectivity. So I would not miss the technology that we now have. And the solitude. And there was one day, actually, you were asking about favourite moments. There was one day in series 1 when, after the ash cloud had been in Iceland, wasn't it? And so there was a no-fly zone for whatever 2 weeks or so, and so the sky was absolutely clear. And Maggie and I were out on the lawn doing a scene, and she said, "This is what it would have been like, of course." And you realise then how much of our lives is taken up with background white noise or white images of vapour trails and everything else. So I think that just that sense of simplicity, but that's crazy also because I'm blessed to live in the world with all the technological advances that we have. So I wouldn't like to live in those times, but I like to spend a Sunday night there.
As we all do. Yes, who's next? Oh yes, just there towards the back.
Where did you film in London specifically, and how did you enjoy filming in London as opposed to Highclere?
Well, it's nice to be in London because I live in London, so it's nice for me. And it's very exciting when you're filming here because they close roads. We film at odd hours of the night often. And yeah, we've shot in a couple of places. We shot in Rules, not very far in fact, just on Maiden Lane. Go there, it's very nice. Which is one of the oldest restaurants in London, I think. And has remained the same. It's also in James Bond, I saw the other day. And the Criterion by Piccadilly, which is another beautiful restaurant. And where else have we been?
Well, we filmed in, I can't remember the name of the house, but it doubled as the Buckingham Palace, and it's at the end of Pall Mall. When if you
by the IOD.
But just before you turn up. St James's Street, I think it is. Anyway, if you carry on there, there's a whole little world down the end of Pall Mall, and in there is this particular building, which I think was the same architect as Buckingham Palace, with these palatial rooms. Can't remember the name of the house now, but so that was rather stunning to film in when in the Christmas special of season 4, when Lady Rose was presented to the King. So that was rather magnificent. Where else have we filmed on the street?
There's some more that I'm not going to tell you because they're to come. In the next few episodes. But yeah, it's really exciting filming in the capital, and you get, crowds of people wondering what's going on. Oh, we did St Pancras as well. That was very clever. Because I was wondering how on earth are they going to do this? There's the Eurostar there. But they put up a bit of fake wall here and a prop fence there, and they magicked it. But we come out, Edith got off the train and was met by Gregson, and they walk out and get into a cab. So it's very impressive.
That's right. Thank you. Great question.
Is there a lesson that your character learned in the series that you keep with you personally?
What a good question. You stumped them.
Yeah. I mean, Edith is sort of, she's very brave despite all of the knocks. The day after being jilted, there's that moment where she says, I'm going to get up for breakfast. And Julian always says that about her, that she is resilient and she wants something for her life and she'll pursue it despite the knocks. So I guess that's quite a nice thing to remember.
I think, two things really, I suppose. One is that the women are always right, or it's easier just to play life that way. But also, I think the thing I've always liked about Robert is that for all his errors and mistakes and misjudgments, he's got a great sense of compassion and tolerance, and I think that is something worth hanging on to.
What is the worst mishap or disaster that's happened on set?
Well, actually, there with the new puppy, Tio, there's a time jump in one of the episodes coming up, and it's I can't remember, it's a few months. So we had to have two different puppies. Unfortunately, the animal trainer hadn't got quite the right message, and this, what looked to me like 2-year-old dog turned up. It's meant to go from 3 months to whatever, 6 or 7 months. And unfortunately, we were stuck. We had to film with it because there was only one dog in the van. So we did have to then go and shoot a pickup shot and insert it into the scene a bit later with the right sized puppy. That was a bit of a mistake. It was a. Were you there that day? I can't remember.
I witnessed the dog being shot on green screen.
Yes.
I think you said you witnessed the dog being shot there.
Yeah.
No, that's going
It's
too
too
far.
big, we'll just have not at all.
That wasn't very good. I do remember Asparagus Gate, which was my fault in series 1, where we were going to shoot a scene with eating asparagus, and I suddenly got nervous about, because obviously you use your fingers these days, and I thought, what if it was different then? And it was the one day that our wonderful historical advisor, the Oracle, Alistair Bruce, wasn't there, so we were trying to phone him. He was up in a Sky helicopter, commentating on some royal thing, I think, and we couldn't reach him. So as it turns out, the etiquette was that you did use your fingers, but I wasn't convinced, and so we ended up chopping all the asparagus up and pretending they were beans instead.
Yeah. And obviously, Hugh and I had the water bottle.
Yes.
Water bottle gate, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and that, it wasn't as much of a disaster as it turned into, but it would have been cropped, that photo, to not include the water bottle. That was the plan.
Yeah. Slightly slipped through. But good came out of it because I'm now an ambassador for WaterAid on the back of that. And I've just been, when I was out in India, I went and saw a couple of WaterAid projects, and we're launching a campaign next week. So, wasn't that big a mistake.
Did that really come out of the water?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, because as many of you will know, there was this water bottle on a shot of me and Laura in the drawing room, and so that sort of went viral. And it so happened that it was published on the day that we were all doing press conferences, so we were all together. So the next day we all got a water bottle and said donate to WaterAid, and then they got in touch and said would I work with them. So that's been great.
That's brilliant. Well, what I can do is thank you all very much for coming, and thanks for your great questions, and thanks to Laura Carmichael and Hugh Bonneville.